Hello, I am going to talk a little bit about I am a child, and I want to tell you 5 words or phrases that stuck out to me. Although my needs may be different from yours. So, what that basically means to me is one child's needs is different from the other child's needs. So, I am a 7th grade science teacher, and some of my children need more help than others. They might need the directions more than once, or they may need more help. I can show one child one time, and I have to show this child several times. So even though both children are in the same classroom, I want to make sure that I'm meeting the needs, even though all children learn differently. I feel and hurt just the same. So they're just kids, okay? They have problems and issues that they face at home that they're going through. So they're just kids, and just be a reminder as a teacher that they are still children. All I need is for you to be patient with me. Sometimes my students walk into the classroom, they're having a bad day, they're struggling, they're sleepy, they're tired, so they don't want somebody yelling at them, get up, and they want you to come to them in a calm, respectful way, even though they are children. Love on them. See what's wrong with them. I notice when things are wrong with my children, I say, hey, you okay today? You good? I just do a quick little check-in with my students to make sure that they are okay. And just to remain patient. Don't be too quick to say, I'm finna write you up, okay? Just really get to know your children. Imagine you being in their shoes. You just never know what the children are going through at home. So just imagine being in their shoes. This child gets angry and mad because they're eating in your classroom, and maybe they didn't get to eat breakfast. They skipped breakfast. So just be there for your children, okay? Just imagine being in their shoes. You were once in their shoes. You dealt with it as a kid. So as a teacher, you have to be mindful. Given a fair chance to live their full potential. Give them grace. Show them grace, okay? The more you build a relationships with your kids, the better outcome that you will have or get from them, is what I see all the time. The next one is I think it's Ganot's quote. What stuck out to me? The first one is, I am the decisive element in the classroom. So me as the teacher, they check the temperature with me first, okay? If I'm not doing good, we might not have a good classroom, okay? I want to make sure my class is always engaging, inviting, and I have the power to create a classroom and a safe space for my students where they can come to me when something is wrong, or someone is bothering them, something is bothering them, or they can just say simply, hey, Miss Al, I just don't get it, okay? So me as the educator has to be able to build that relationship with my students, and which I do each year. I love my babies. My personal approach creates the climate. It goes back to the first one as well. My approach does create the climate. So if I come in my classroom yelling, be quiet, shut up, that's not the type of climate I want to create. I say, hey, the expectation? Let's do what we need to do. Let's stay on task. We know the goals that we're trying to reach. If we scored a 60 last week, we want to go score 70. We want to do better. Okay, we want to reach our full potential. Number 3, my daily mood makes the weather. It definitely does, okay? You got to be careful. As an adult, just be careful working with kids and with students. I mean, us as adults go through things as well, but when I'm teaching, I have to get out of that mindset and say, hey, these are like my babies, okay? The babies, I got a 1-year-old, and I also have a 6-year-old. These are my babies while they're at school. So my mood needs to be great. It needs to be loving. It needs to be caring at all times while I'm on the clock, okay? I can humiliate or heal. I don't ever want a child to feel like I am humiliating them in a classroom. I'll pull them to the side. Hey, if you need help, raise your hand. If you don't feel comfortable when I'm walking around, pull me and say, hey, Miss Out, can you help me with this, or can you help me with that? You don't want a student to feel like you humiliate them. That's like the worst feeling, and they'll pretty much give up on you, okay? I can truly say as an educator, I feel like I've healed a lot of my students. A lot of people were like, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. My teacher didn't teach last year. She stayed in the hallway. And this year, I can see my students are healing, they're developing, and they're just saying, I love life. I've never loved science. I've never liked science, but since you're being my science teacher, I actually like it. And they're just healing in a sense of academic wise. It is my response that decides. It is my response that decides how the day is going to go. It's my response that decides whether you're going to get suspended or not. Okay? But I want to just take my time to show all of my children, all my babies at school, that I love them. They are loved. Whenever they need something, they're cared for. If they left their lunch at home, hey, I bring you a snack. And I just like surprising my babies with different stuff. Hey, you did good this week. And one day I'm just like, okay, you got this question right. You're the only baby in my class that got this question right. So guess what? I'm pulling out 5s, 10s, 1s. It don't matter. They just get excited. So just be that teacher that you want your babies to have. And that's exactly my motto.